2-0. First match of the season. 2-0. Seems like, some of those people that they post tourist style like this. Tourist. That we saw so many tourists today in the stadium. The stadium was so quiet tonight, isn't it? Without a curva. That was incredible. A lot of tourists, 17th of August, not many people, not many Italians. They want to go to Milan to watch a match of round 64 of Coppa Italia. Man, that's tough, You have the beach, you have the seaside, or Milan in the heat and watching round 64. Which one you're going to pick, So, and without curva, the show, you can feel that the stadium, it feels like you're watching as a match of the Old Trafford or the Camp Nou. Really, it's like, it's horrible. Hopefully they can find a solution. However, we're here because we're very happy, because Milan won the first match of the season, 2-0 against Bari. This is your post-match reaction without any edit, because the match just finished, and we're gonna go through some of the stats, some of the numbers, some of the idea that Allegri brought to this new Milan. Was actually our first official match of the season, valid for the Coppa Italia. We finished last season psychologically in the final against Bologna that we lost, and the first official match of the season was actually in the Coppa Italia. So that's a good start. We're happy. Actually, I was expecting to see a little bit more of goals, in my opinion, but again, it's the 17th of August, super hot. They did a lot of cooling break throughout the match, and eventually, the match was won by Milan. We played actually, interestingly, we played with this, as I mentioned in my previous video, we played with the same lineup that we played against Liverpool. That's what I said on my last video, because I knew that Allegri will trust the most that lineup. It's exactly the same with Pavlovic, Gabbia, Tomori, Saelemaekers, Fofana, Ricci, Loftus-Cheek, and instead, today we played with the Estupinian. Instead of Estupinian, we actually played with Bartesaghi against Liverpool. In the front, there was Leao and Pulisic, okay? In the second half, roughly around minute 70, we finally saw Yashari, we finally saw Modric, and the GOAT, Musa. Now we are happy, of course, that Musa is back. And let's start talking from the single player. Musa actually played a good game. It's okay that Bari was tired. It's okay that he was fresh and he was pretty much had a lot of space for himself on the right. But luckily, he didn't do anything stupid that we saw constantly doing last year. They were playing sometimes, both Conceição or Fonseca was playing as a CC, and we do understand that Musa doesn't have the fit and the football intelligence to play like Ricci, like Modric. He's more muscle. He has to play more on the side, running 1-2 touch maximum and go. Today he actually played all right. Now talking about the stars of Milan, because that's what we have to talk. Milan play with this new lineup, but the main character are always the same. Always the same. Leao, Pulisic, Fofana. Welcome back, Saelemaekers, I would say. So SofaScore actually point Alexis as a man of the match. Interesting, very, very interesting choice. In my opinion, he played really good, even though in the first 20 minutes, but we definitely needed to see him a little bit more. And then he came back as a Pioli style. So he was fighting, he was aggressive, he was speeding, he was dribbling, he was constantly trying the 1-2. So very, very happy for having Alexis. Hopefully Furlani doesn't want to sell it, because he's very useful, extremely very useful. Now, the old school, the old star, they're always the same, Pulisic and Leao. Well, on this channel, we stopped praise them, because we all know that, Leao, it is our best player. Today, I'm happy also for Tomori. They actually placed a great cross over Rafa, and with the header, he scored the first goal. Now, we don't know, he got injured a few minutes after. Probably was for a little bit of precautions. We will see. However, Milan is going to be playing next week against Cremonese. We will see he's going to be available. Even though if he's not available, in my opinion, a team like Milan should be able to beat the first one of the Campionato in San Siro against a new promoted called Cremonese. All right? So that's my opinion. However, Pulisic again looks like the Pioli Pulisic, looks like the Fonseca, whoever. It doesn't matter who you play, who's the coach. Christian is there, and Christian is in good shape. He's in good shape. I saw during the preseason. He didn't go to play the whatever Coppa there was in North America, so he stayed, he relaxed, because last season he played almost every single match, so I guess he was tired. He's focusing on his club. Christian Pulisic, in my opinion, found also his own dimension as a player in this club. All right, so it will be a very good, I want to believe that it's going to be a great season for Christian. Another words for talking about finish, so we can wrap up the topic about striker. Now, Santi Jimenez is very slow. This is already the beginning of his first. He didn't even do a full season, okay, but he always had that. He has a great sense of goal, but whenever he got a ball, he has to do like 2-3 steps. He's extremely slow. He always get attacked by a defender, by a midfielder. He doesn't have he's not sharp enough at the moment, you know. He received the ball, but also physically he's not that strong that he can protect the ball. Because if he can only protect the ball, he will actually do a couple of step pass, a couple of step shoot. Instead, bam, 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 bam. He's always, I don't know, it's, I think we need a striker. Now there are a lot of voice around who's going to be the next striker. Vlahovic, Højlund from what's his name, Manchester United. I don't know. Again, tactically, I think a player maybe like Vlahovic can be a little bit better for the game style of Allegri rather than Højlund. That simply because we need a striker that always keep the position up there. It's good with the feet, but it's also helping the team. Meanwhile, Højlund, what the freaking is the name? It does remind me a little bit like, I don't know. It's a fast guy. He can score goal as a header. I don't find him as a favorite strike of this coach, as Allegri. That's why I still have a lot of doubts that he's gonna be a good in this Milan, in this style of game of Milan. But again, I'm not the coach. I'm just commenting. I think even though the community last time I said that, what do you think about Vlahovic in Milan? Everyone was like, no, fuck no. Again, I think possibly he can be, in my opinion, a little bit better for the game style that Allegri has. But we will see. Talking about midfielder, I don't know what fell on the ground. Talking about midfielder, I think we still have some problem in the midfield. Well, tonight we saw Yashari that still have a lot to work on, clearly. Modric, tactically, his style is you can see that where he was playing in Real Madrid, you can see that is another level of player compared to the Musa, the Fofana, compared to the Loftus-Cheek. And this is why I'm saying the Loftus-Cheek. Now, I think we need to talk about Loftus-Cheek because he did a great year on the first year with Pioli, and then he disappeared last season. Probably because with literally, two different coach, everyone was asking something different. Even today, I saw him, there was a couple of chances where he could run and with his physicality be bigger and trying to protect the ball like the old Loftus-Cheek used to do. Instead, he decided to either falling on the ground, either done running, either passing. I didn't see, I don't know, I feel like Allegri wants to play him because he saw something in him, and we all saw something in Loftus-Cheek, but he's still not there, in my opinion. He cannot find the right position. That's what I think. He cannot find the right position. He doesn't know sometimes to run forward or run backwards. So it could be a problem. Then we play also with Okafor, and that's all really. We didn't see Chukwueze, and who else we didn't see? We didn't see Itakame. We didn't see the Jimenez, we didn't see the Winter, and so on. So we will see actually. We have some good substitution clearly, but I think this one here was the favorite lineup of Max Allegri. Something, let's call it the skeleton, where he want to start to build the muscles around. We will see. I think the defense with the Winter and Atekame and Estupinian, it is pretty done at the moment. Midfield, I think we are pretty rich. The only thing we're missing right now, in my opinion, it is another pure striker, and probably we will need to sell somebody else. Chukwueze and Okafor, that they all have the same skills. They all have the same run, dribbling, and goal. Run, dribbling, and goal. We hope, but run, dribbling, forward, not much defensively. I don't know, man. We will see. In my opinion, we need to change one of these two. We will have to sacrifice it, but it's okay, in my opinion. And what else? Let me see if I mention everything. I think pretty much I mentioned everything about tonight's match, guys. Once again, Magic Mike Magnan, because he did one good save. But just remember, guys, that when Mike does a save, it is an extremely important save because it is a goal saved. Because if Moncini was scoring the 1-1, it will be a completely different match. Bari will place all themselves in the back, sit down in their ass, waiting for us to try to score a goal. And with this rhythm of Milan that we saw today, which was pretty bland, and without striker, because that's the reality, we don't have a striker, could have been a little bit a harder game. Meanwhile, clean, 2-0, clean sheets, very happy for what we see, very happy for the result, happy for that the player, the Pulisic and Leao score a goal, happy for the defense that didn't concede a goal. We will see. Next match, it is in Milan against Cremonese next Saturday night. First match of the season in Serie A. We will see how we go, and happy for it now. Let's go. Let's start. Good start.